Hello, my name's Henry Diaz, and today I will be going over how to maneuver through Canvas and all its little features that it has. Alright, so first we start off by going to our ACES, which I am already at, and we enter our account info. And just let me do that real quick. Okay. This should take you to the home page of ACES, and if you go right here to the Canvas and you click the link, it'll take you to Canvas. Okay, so whenever it pops up, the very first thing you see is the dashboard. The dashboard shows you your courses, your to-dos, your coming up assignments, and your feedback that you just got. Right here are your courses. It will show you how many you're taking this semester or how many you will be taking. And this shows your to-do list. It'll show you how or what assignments you have left to do, and I obviously need to do some assignments, and then also it shows you how you're coming up assignments. It usually shows within the next week or 2 weeks that it'll show, and the to-do shows you the week of what assignments are due. It shows you how many points they are, the date, and then the time. And the feedback shows you all your recent feedback from your professors, showing about a paper or just a grade, and then they left a comment or things you need to work on and stuff like that. And then this shows you a link to view your grades. Okay, now the very first tab is called the account tab. This will show you your name, profile, settings, notifications, files, and e-portfolios. Now let's click on the profile link. Like me, let's see, I don't have anything really left, but you can add a picture if you want. I prefer not to. You can always edit it, and I can always add a picture, and I can always put a biography. I can always put a some contact information or even links that I have to keep for later. And then let's click on notifications. These notifications are actually really helpful. It lets you either email, or they will email to your student, or sometimes even your personal email. Like me, I have it for my personal and my student, just so I won't forget. It allows you for your due date, grades, or any announcement that's going on, or even messages, and even discussions. That's pretty cool too. Just random alerts. If you don't want these alerts, you obviously click the X. And like me, I have all of them, just so I know. And then next one we will go to is files. Oh, the files, actually, it's a great thing. You can always upload stuff to the file. You can always upload stuff to here. Snapshots, any files that you don't want to get lost. Just so, like, say if you accidentally your computer gets wiped out, well, you can always upload it to here, and then you always have it on here no matter what. As long as you're connected to the internet, you can always access this. And if you're on a team, you could just put them in here. You will put any file that you have in here. Like me, I haven't put any files because I didn't need to. But the files you can put is just a lot of good stuff in here. And then you have a lot of gigabytes, so just keep uploading. You can always upload stuff too, or if you want to make a folder. Like me, I have my conversation attachment as a folder, but I don't really use it. But the files is actually a great thing. I actually found it really good. Alright, the next thing we will go to is the e-portfolios. Now this link isn't that use, I mean, I haven't used it as much, but I probably have never used, like, I have never used it, but it is good for adding pictures or even making portfolios, I believe. And it just shows you what you want to like you can have it for private or public, and you can always change it at any time. Also, like, just to say if you're proud of something and you want to share it, well, then you just share it. So I mean, you don't really use it, but it's optional that you can use it. The next link I'll click on is the My Badges. Then you will authorize it. The My Badges isn't really as used as much. You probably won't ever use it. I have never used that. I mean, I have no badges earned or shared, so I mean, you don't have to really worry about it. It's not a big deal. So let's go to the next link, which will be the courses, and it'll show all the courses I'm taking this semester. And also, if you click all courses, like all close courses, it'll show you your courses that you have taken, or even future courses too. So that's pretty cool. And even it shows your My Groups. So I mean, it shows you your term, if you're enrolled. If published means if they already set up the course modules, they put the assignments, if they put like almost everything, like it's basically if you could see it. Like for example, my philosophy course I'm taking this semester, it does not have it because for some reason she doesn't want to put it on there, but I mean, that's fine. It's just always about these classes, you have to like be on top of it, because you can't go to Canvas and it won't be there, so you always have to ask the professor for any assignments that are due, or just keep an ear out. And let's actually go to one of the courses. I'll choose my biology course. And this gives you an overview of the course, and your professor would put some links on here just for any helpful tips to purchase. Obviously, look at the textbook, the syllabus, and it'll show you what you have to do in your class. Show you everything that's due this week. See, this is the 5th and the 10th. Okay. And it'll show you your groups. See, I'm in team 5, so if I click on it, it'll go to my group, and then all the stuff that is coming up between the next week or two, and then all my recent feedback that I got from my professor. And it'll show what I got on my grades, which is really helpful. And let's go to the announcements for the course. The announcements is actually pretty good. Your professor may or may not use this all the time, but it is pretty good to look at, just in case you do forget something. See, those just show you like different links to go to, like welcome. Like my professor hasn't really updated a lot of stuff, but if there was an announcement, it would be right here. And usually professors do, it's not as often as they do. Usually every week they'll post at least one. Now let's go to the syllabus. The syllabus is like an overview of the course. It shows you what you need, what book you need. Sometimes you won't even need a book. It'll just show you what you're taking, what you're going to be learning, the grade point averages, just the grading scale and all that, the lectures, show you what you'll be doing, when you'll be doing it. I mean, it's actually a pretty good thing to look at. It shows you what you're responsible for, and like I said, it will be an overview of the course showing what you'll be doing every single week, which is pretty good. It allows you to like be on track. And then the next thing is the modules. The modules is a really big thing. Some professors may use it, but usually they do. So this is a big thing, huge thing. It actually helps you a lot. Let's see. It shows you week by week what you'll be doing, what you'll be studying, and like example, these are different links just in case you want to study at home. And then it actually is like my professor, he gives me a video of him teaching it, which is pretty cool. and it just shows you like different links about whatever you're working on, and then it'll show you what you have to do within that week, within that module, and then it'll continue on to the next week, and then the next week, and the next week after that, until the semester is over. And then finally going to the grades. Now the grades, obviously, I mean, self-explanatory. Shows your grade, what you have, what you got. Just really all the basic stuff of grades. And if it's blurred out, it means it's been dropped. And then if you go down to the bottom, it'll show you what your average is in that specific area. Like me, I have a 91 in homework. Out of all my homeworks, I have a 91. And then it all adds up to the total, which I now have an 82. So I mean, I guess that's good, but semester's not over. And then it just shows you, like, again, it shows you all the grade criteria, how you'll be graded, the weight of it. The weight of it, you should actually look on the weight, because sometimes you won't take an assignment seriously, but you really should. Okay. Now the people, it just shows you whatever, who's in the class, who's your professor, and it's just all the other stuff. And then Brainfuse online tutoring. I haven't used Brainfuse online tutoring, but I know it's helpful. But I know they only give you a certain amount of minutes to work on it, which is 300. And actually, I've heard really good things about it. So I would recommend using this if you like really need help. If you're gonna almost fail and you don't understand, you just want extra help, I would definitely go to the launch Brainfuse. And then chat. Now this, I believe, is where you could chat with your professor and to see if they're online, and that way you can get them easy access, or sometimes even emailing is better. I prefer email. I mean, you probably won't ever use the course chat, but like only one person online, which is me, because I actually click on it, but usually people don't really use this as much. Okay, my next one would be going to the groups. And the groups is just, well, I only have one group, and if you click all groups, it'll show you all the groups you've been in with. Like me, I've only been with 2. So I mean, you might have groups, you might not, but if you do have a group, you'll go to here, and then you will click on it, and then it'll show you all the announcements, pages, people that are in it, the discussions y'all have. But usually they don't use it unless you're on an online course. You'll probably use it, but usually people want to meet in person and actually do it physically, rather than working online and not having as much as contact as possible. Unless you work like that, I mean, that's completely up to you. And then let's see, the next one would be our calendar. The calendar is actually very useful. It actually helps you manage time. Say if you're done with all your assignments, well, and then you want to work ahead, well, you can actually work ahead if the thing's open. But usually, let me let this load. Well, it shows you. Let's see if I can bring this down a little bit. It shows you what you, if it's still open like that, it means you haven't done it. If it's scratched out, it means you have done it. And it's actually color coded by course, so it shows you what you need to do for who you need to do it for. And then you can always change the color. You can always just look at different stuff. You can look ahead. Maybe you're bored, you want to do some homework, or just trying to manage your time wisely. Say if, because a lot of stuff ain't due at the same time, but usually they're like right here, they're due like all at once. So it's actually a pretty good to look at. And then you can always go through the months, and you're just the week or whatever. I mean, it's actually really useful. I actually use this a lot. Okay, it's pretty much about that's pretty much it about the calendar. Now we shall go to the inbox. The inbox is where you'll have conversations with your professors or your classmates. You can send or receive, and it's pretty much like an email. Sometimes your professor would send you stuff like just the reminders. It's kind of like the announcements, but you'll actually see a better overview of it. and it's just kind of basic, like just even they'll send out like some scholarships maybe you could apply for, or just what's going on this week, when your test will be. And then if you're in a group, this is actually a good way to message people too, like, hey, do you want to, instead of like getting their contact info, well, maybe you just want to like just talk to them, like just trying to meet up on a message or something. Pretty much it. So you can go, and then you can actually maneuver through the which courses you want to see the messages of, or the inbox, any unread if you want to filter it, just any starred message. And then if you actually want to see if you send the message, well, then you would click send. So that's pretty much a basic thing of the inbox. Okay, let's go to the help. Okay, the help is divided into all these links. If you want to ask your instructor a question, well, you would click this link and you will submit any questions you have to the instructor. And the Canvas support hotline is actually a great thing. Say if you're having problems with it or just having a question, that's pretty good. So they would have the number there. And that chat with Canvas support, it's actually a live chat with Canvas. So if you need help like right now, well, then you could actually talk with a live person, and they'll try to help you as quickly as they can. And report a problem. Say if your assignments aren't loading, or just you can't log into Canvas, or just if you have a problem with some certain thing that you have, well, you would just report it, and then the staff will look into it for you. And then search the Canvas guides. This is pretty good. So say if you have like a common, like if you think yours is common, it happened before, we just click, and then say it's been a like your assignment was loading, well, maybe the teacher didn't open it, and then boom, then that's it. And then if you want to give any feedback, you would submit a feature idea, which is pretty good. You may or may not do this. I mean, I haven't done it, but like maybe just improve Canvas, maybe help them if you want, like to suggest to make them another tab or something that maybe that's kind of hard for you, and then you would think this would be easier. Well, you could always submit that. Okay, the student quick guide. It'll take you to a different link. Stay in Canvas though, and it just shows you. Oh, it's kind of like just a Canvas overview. If you need any more help, say if this video isn't as good as you thought, well, then you can always click here, and then you can begin your maneuvering through that. And the tech support. Let's go into tech support. Tech support is actually pretty good. I've heard it's pretty good. If you go to, like, obviously it's kind of like the help thing, but it supports, like, if anything, if you're having tech support, say if you're having actually like right here, if you have a, like if your pop-up is coming up, well, then they can help you with your disable the pop-up blocker, obviously. And just all these different links. Say if you don't know how to allow the pop-ups, well, it shows you different links. And then if you have an older version, if it's not updated, well, you can click here. See, it always has it for the Macs too, and then even the mobile which is the iPhone, which would be pretty good. And then it will show you what it suggests is Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, updated, obviously. And then if you have Flash, the browser, and then the Java plugin, it just helps you try to get the best version of Canvas as you can. Also, what's really good, what I have, is the Canvas mobile app. You can get it for the iPhone, Android. It's in the App Store and the Play Store. It's free. You just put in your ACES login information, and you press enter, and then you find your college, and then boom, you have your courses right then and there, which is pretty good. Say if you don't have a laptop and you want to know when an assignment is due, well, you could just pop up your phone and boom, it's right there. It's right there, and you won't need to go to library or something like that. Okay, and then you would next would be college resources. So college resources shows you just all the Alamo colleges. So if you have any questions, wanna contact financial aid, registration, libraries, or if you just have any other questions, you just click your home college and it'll take you right to it. And that's pretty much really it with this. It's a good thing. Say if you don't know a number and you don't want to look for it, well, you're on campus already, it will just pop it up. Or if you're interested about the libraries, the academic learning centers, or just anything like that, you will go to here. Okay, let me go back to the home page. Okay, well, that's pretty much about it, about the way to maneuver to Canvas. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, need any help, well, contact any, like I said, go to tech support or go to help and just contact if you have any more questions. And thank you for listening.